All right, guys, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Hey, everybody, how are you doing? I'm very well. This is Mark Edward Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. I have some good news for you guys. We are going to do our last tour at the end of 2025. I know you was planning on coming in 2026, but we're going to do our last tour in 2025. So if you're going to come, go ahead and get yourself booked. It's going to be the last tour. You know I'm playing. We're going to be doing tours for a long time. Obviously, people love our tours. We got people here right now as I speak who just arrived yesterday. And of course, they're going to be having an amazing time and so forth. Now, let me tell you something. South Africa is very serious and committed to tourism, and they've been for a long time. And let me tell you why. Because they have a visitor's visa, which is amazing. That visitor's visa allows you to stay in country like 90 days. And some of you guys already know that because there are some of you out there thinking, I got to apply for a visitor's visa so I can even come to South Africa. That's not the case. Basically, all you need to do is contact us, book your trip, and just make sure you have a valid passport. If you got a valid passport, then you can come to South Africa, no problem. When you get here, you'll go through immigrations. They'll stamp your stamp your passport. Then you'll go pick your bag up. Once you pick your bag up, you'll walk out into the reception area where everybody's out there. There'll be a driver waiting for you. So basically, we're going to pick you up. So there's no reason for you not to come to South Africa. Now, for the last few months, they had this new thing called a remote workers visa. I know some people have been asking about it. I get a lot of emails asking about the remote workers visa. And the whole time I knew we was working on it, trying to make sure everything is in order. But now it's in order. So basically all you would need to do if you're looking at trying to get a remote workers visa, first of all, you got to have a remote working gig. But I'm going to give you the details in a minute. But the short version of this is this. You reach out to us at the Real South Africa. Just let us know, hey, I'm looking at moving to South Africa on a remote workers visa. And that's basically it. Then what we do is we get your information. We don't need a resume. We don't need a whole bunch of history. Just say, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing. And you want to see if you can qualify. So what we do is we get you set up for a consultation. Once you have that consultation, you're going to know straight up, right at the end of that consultation, that you can come to South Africa on a remote workers visa. It's just that simple. And then, of course, you hire us. We go ahead and get all the paperwork done. And keep in mind that remote workers visa needs to be issued in your home country. So there's no scenario where you could just come to South Africa. Oh, I'm going to start working on my visa. I'm going to start taking care of my visa situation while I'm in South Africa. The answer to that is you're going to have to turn it in when you get back to the United States. So you can start this process while you're there. That just makes a whole lot of sense. Okay. Hope that helps. But let's go over some of the details because I got the details right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this real quick. So it's technically called a digital nomad visa, and they just really introduced it back in May of 2024. So it's been around for just a little while, but then they had to go back and they had to revise it. For example, they used to make you have to have roughly R1 million income as a remote worker. You think that's a lot? That's roughly about 60,000 USD. So they kind of just lowered the bar a little bit. So it's a great opportunity for people who are looking to be in South Africa, but they work remotely. And like I said, there's benefits on both sides, and we're going to go over that in just a minute. But right now, I'm going to talk to you about the eligibility and income requirements, and I'm going to read directly from the paperwork. To qualify for the South African Digital Nomad Visa, applicants must meet specific criteria related to their income and employment status, and that matters. The income threshold. Applicants must earn a minimum income of 650,976 Rand per year. Now you're probably thinking, how much is that? Well, currently the conversion rate is roughly 1850, 1860, and it changes every day. But I like you guys, so I decided to go ahead and do the math. I grabbed my little pencil and I started doing my math. And it comes out as a total of $35,239. Now I might go up a dollar or two here and there over time, but nonetheless, that's basically, as a remote worker, that's what you need minimally to qualify for. Now let me explain something to you. Some people get confused, like for example, when you're trying to get a temporary residence visa, and it's saying that you got to have make 37,000 a month, 37,000 rand, excuse me. Like that's equating to your living standard. Like just how much it takes to live over here. I would say to you, yes, 37,000, you can, but that's what the Home Affairs, the immigration services here, that's what they require. Okay, so when you're looking at 650,000 a year, that's what they require. So which comes out to 35,239 United States dollars. This ensures that visa holders can sustain themselves without relying on the South African job market. Okay, this has been reduced from the previous amount of $1 million. So like I said, they lowered the bar so you could take advantage of this. Okay. Employment status. Okay, obviously you have to be employed, but let me just read it directly from the paperwork here. The visa is available to individuals who work for a foreign employer. So your employer must be obviously in the States, or you could be American, work for a UK company, and then obviously they got to allow you to work remotely and so forth. So that's a good thing. Now, when you apply for this visa, and actually you're going to obviously just hire us, and then we're going to sort it out for you, because a lot of us have never immigrated anywhere, and it's difficult to even understand it. We see on TV all the foreigners coming in and all this going back and forth, and we don't really understand it, because as Americans, we're born in America, we got birthright, right? And so what does that mean? We don't have to do anything, we're just there. Most South Africans, they don't have to immigrate to South Africa, so a lot of times they don't know. So it's good to have a company that's going to make it easy for you. And that's when I say make it easy, they're gonna dot all the I's and cross all the T's. That's it. Yeah, they're gonna do that for you, and that's what you want. So when you turn your application in, you won't really have a problem, because if you're turning it in, you probably really want to be here in South Africa for all your reasons. Most of the reasons are, you came here on a tour with us, you saw what kind of tour we put on, you felt comfortable here, all the stuff, and then now you're like, okay, I'm not old enough to get a retired person's visa, or I don't have a job over there, so I can't get a work visa, and all the litany of visas they have. But this one might fall right into your wheelhouse. The good part about it is it's all tourism related, and of course we do tourism. Because they want you to come here, earn your money, and then obviously you're going to be, renting a place or buying a car, or shopping at Woolworths and spending all that money here, and that obviously helps the economy here in South Africa. Okay, now how long is this visa? How long can you get this visa for? You could get it for 36 months. So you could do 3 years on a remote workers visa. 3 years. Okay. Which is good. That gives you a chance to know if you really, really like it. And keep in mind, you can leave before that. You can. And then at the end of 3 years, if you decided, you know what, I want to reapply, then you can. You can. And then you could just reapply, and boom, you can be here 6 years. And you could just keep doing it and so forth. And for what I understand, remote working is very popular. Now, another thing, and a lot of you guys do not know, once you get your remote workers visa, or your remote workers visa or digital nomad visa, you can actually bring your spouse, and you can bring your children as well. Obviously, your children can go to the local schools here. There's plenty of schools, so don't concern yourself with that. If you came on one of the tours with us, you will probably know this, and that's why you see so many people, coming with us, and they're like, "Oh God, I just want to move to South Africa." Yeah, they could have never figured that out from their home country. So, and one thing I want to bring up is, I'm gonna read this direct. Lifestyle flexibility. South Africa's diverse landscape and vibrant cities provide a perfect backdrop for a balanced work life experience with plenty of opportunities for adventure, relaxation, and cultural exploration. That right there is a lot. So it's almost like being on vacation. While you're here, you get a chance I mean, we have, a lot of cities, for example, we got Durban, right there on the Indian Ocean. We got Cape Town right there on the Atlantic Ocean. We got Peter Marisburg, which you've never heard of, which is kind of in the mountains. We got obviously Cape Town, which is, like I said, I think I mentioned, which is amazing. We got Johannesburg. We got Bloemfontein. We got Polokwane. We got Nelspruit. We got Port Elizabeth. Nelspruit has changed their name. Right now I can't remember, but anyway, so there's a lot of places to go, and like I said, it's a lifestyle adjustment here, but I think it's a very positive thing that you're going to be able to do. And of course, we got international airports, so you can fly back home if you ever decide to fly home. So that right there is just the skinny on that visa. We're involved, meaning that all you got to do is reach out to us, send an email to outreach at therealsouthafrica.com and say, hey, I saw the video. I think I might want to give South Africa a shot, or South Africa want to give you a shot, and that's why they're putting this together. And come check it out. Especially those that are already working remotely. I can give you a tidbit. You would just have to contact your employer and say, hey, I'm thinking about working remotely in South Africa, and if they approve, then they just sign off on it, obviously, and then you could just come here. Keep in mind that the cost of living is a lot less expensive than it is in the States. It's a lot less expensive, so you won't need to make U.S. money. Now, granted, if you're I'm gonna make it simple for you. If you're making $80,000 in the United States, you're doing okay. We all know, but $80,000 here is a ton. Is a ton. Actually being able to make 35,000 as a remote worker and converting that into rands, which is roughly about 650,000 a year, that's pretty good. And of course, we can get into the details. And of course, that's another reason why people come on our trips, because they see how things cost, especially when they walk into these stores and they're like, wow, give me two. Or when they're out buying food, or when they're going to like their Woolworths, which is better than Whole Foods in my opinion. And then you can be like, wow, I get all of this. So at some point you will start converting it in your mind like, wow, I don't have to make $150,000 to be able to, relax or have two jobs. And that's what the remote workers visa does. It gives you the opportunity. And then while you're here, you're going to run into a lot of people. You're going to have some cultural things happening to you as well. And then, of course, you might want to, move here on a full-time basis. But that's another story. I mean, when I say full-time basis, I'm so sorry. I mean that you might want to become a permanent resident. You might even want to become a citizen. But let's don't put the cart before the horse. Come on a visit, see what it's all about, see if you like it. And then if you're looking at saying, okay, maybe I can find me a remote workers gig, yes, you can. They're everywhere. And then you just got to make sure that you meet the income threshold. And then, of course, be a foreign employer. Foreign employer is not a South African employer, because you're from America, everything is foreign. No, from the South African perspective, the U.S. is a foreign place. So if you happen to live in the U.S. or in the U.K. or anywhere in the islands, like I said, so this is a great opportunity for all of us to get an opportunity to know South Africa and do it properly. And I want to say this also too. It's considered roughly like a resident visa. So those that, like, if you came on a visitor's visa, let's say you decided to come here on a visitor visa, you like South Africa, and then you was like, I really want to come back to South Africa and I want to live. And so then you jump on a plane, you got another visitor's visa for 90 days. Keep in mind that you are a tourist. You're not a resident. You're just not a resident. You might feel like you moved, but as far as South Africa is concerned, you are a tourist. So sometimes it's difficult to find certain things. Like, for example, if you're trying to get an apartment, they're going to want to see your passport, and they're going to want to see your visa to see that you're here. Not in all cases, but in a lot of cases, they do. So when you have your resident status, it opens up everything for you. Opens up everything, and you can kind of move about as if you are a resident of South Africa. So that's one of the massive benefits of obtaining resident status, or in this case, your visa, your remote workers visa. So we will see you guys here in sunny South Africa. Blanton, and this is
Dr. Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism.
And we have amazing packages to Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban. So we would like to see you guys here. All you have to do is just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and we'll make sure that your trip here is amazing.
See you here in sunny South Africa.
All right, guys, join us in South Africa on this special tour that we're putting together for you guys, those of us who like great spas, luxe experiences, great food, great venues, like top-notch everything. This tour is for you. They're not too different than our regular tours that we normally do to Johannesburg, Cape Town, but this one is going to be extra special because you're going to get a chance to meet the chefs. You're going to get a chance to, just chill out. And of course, there's going to be a lot of shopping involved. So just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you too could be chilling in South Africa. And if you've never been to South Africa or you've never been to Africa, well, this is the perfect time for you to book that trip to make sure everything is taken care of, because we take care of your transportation, we take care of your hotels, your lodging, we take care of all your venues where you're going to eat. I mean, this is a no-brainer. It's the easiest way to travel, and to travel proper is to have everything selected for you, sorted, so you can have an amazing time. So all I can say is book this trip, and of course, go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you're going to have the most amazing time possible. See you in sunny South Africa. All right, guys, the real estate tour for 2025, it has been set. We're going to Durban. Durban is amazing, as you can see. A lot of coastal villages, a lot of coastal property that you're going to be able to see right there on the Indian Ocean. We're going to be having a lot of events while you guys are there. Just like the 2024 trip, they were surprised of how organized and how well it was, and that they had access to property, and you're going to be able to have access to property as well. So if you ever thought about having property in sunny South Africa, this is your chance. I would say book this trip immediately, come through. Of course, we have payment plans and so forth. And of course, we have a lot of content on our YouTube channel talking about what they did in 2024 and in 2023 and in 2022. So I would say for you guys that are interested, come to sunny South Africa Real Estate Tour.
Imagine a place where your history comes alive and your future unfolds. Welcome to South Africa, where Black excellence meets natural wonder. From the vibrant streets of Johannesburg to the sun-kissed beaches of Durban, a journey of discovery awaits. The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism understands your journey. Because it's our journey too, we've curated experiences that speak to the Black American soul, ensuring your trip is not just a vacation, but a homecoming. From safaris that bring you face-to-face with majestic wildlife, to wine tours in the lush Cape winelands, we offer adventures that cater to every taste and interest. So why are Black Americans flocking to South Africa? Because here we don't just visit, we belong. Book your unforgettable journey today with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. Discover your roots, embrace your future. The Real South Africa awaits.
All right, guys, this is Mark Edward Blanton from the Real South Africa. And guess what? Our visa services is back. We're going to be helping you guys with visas because we all know that it can be problematic to get a visa here in the Republic of South Africa. So what we have done, we partnered with a big company that will assist us, and we've checked them out. We've We recommend that their services are very, very proper. Of course, we go with proper here in the Republic of South Africa, and they can assist you. So if you have questions about, do I qualify for a visa, then that's when we have our consult. You get a consult with these guys. They will literally go through everything with you. And my expectations is for you to ask all the questions that you need to ask so you will know exactly which way to proceed. So they work in every arena of immigrations. So it would definitely help us who are looking to migrate to the Republic of South Africa. And all I can say is first, come on a trip, of course. And once you come on a trip, then you will be motivated to do all the work that needs to happen for you guys to come to South Africa properly. So all I can say is this is a great team. This is a great situation. All I can say is, again, reach out to us at outreach@therealsouthafrica.com. We will respond to you, and then you'll get an email, and then the process has began. Okay, so we will see you guys here properly in sunny South Africa.
South Africa has partnered with the firm to give you more options for payment. Please visit our website to find out more.
Do yourself a favor. Come to South Africa. Come to the Kruger and enjoy what is meant for you to enjoy. Look at this environment. Can't you see yourself enjoying yourself right here with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism? Well, we can make it possible, and we can do this for you today. Go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and book, and you'll be part of something like this, something very special, something you can tell your friends and families that you did. And yes, this is Africa. This is the Africa that they do not want you to see, but we're going to show it to you, and we're going to make it available. And yes, we've been there ourselves, and we feel that this is the best experience that you can actually have here in the Republic of South Africa. So come here on safari with us. And of course, visit our website, therealsouthafrica.com. All right, guys, welcome to the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. We are a travel company based in Johannesburg. However, we can get you to Durban because look at what you're looking at. Isn't that amazing? Can't you imagine yourself just hanging out here for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days? I'm trying to tell you, you're probably not going to want to leave like a lot of our guests from the past. However, all you have to do to come here is reach out to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you can come and enjoy and see what South Africa is really about. There's so much here, so much to do between the beaches, between the culture, between the food and everything else. And of course, the people here in South Africa in this place called Durban. We will see you here in sunny South Africa. It is time for a vacation, and where else would you want to go? Look at South Africa as one of the premier destinations in the world. We have Cape Town, we have Johannesburg, and of course we have Durban, and of course some of the best attractions in the world. We offer 5-star experiences here in South Africa, and of course the cultural side of South Africa as well. Contact us now here at The Real South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.